7th Annual West Coast Tasting Event. Come on in and enjoy the fun. Outside I have all of the cigar manufacturers.
El Artista, Micallef Cigars, Miami Cigar and Company, La Serena Cigars, Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, and Cornelius and Anthony, just to name a few, as well as a plethora of adult beverages to choose from.
So it wouldn't be a party unless we found a new smoker to enjoy this experience with us. So here at the Cigar and Spirits Magazine tasting party, we're going to be smoking the Micallef, and this is the Experiencia. And with the cigar, you're actually getting an ultra premium boutique cigar, but you're also getting a piece of history because the Micallef family and the Gomez Sanchez family have over close to a century worth working in tobacco. And so this particular cigar, which is going to be your very first cigar, excited.
Yes.
This is featuring a Mexican Colada wrapper, and what it is, with the components of a cigar, basically it's a wrapper on the outside.
Okay.
Inside you have a binder, and then you have filler tobacco. So you have three components, and this one, as I mentioned, is featuring a Colada wrapper that's grown in Mexico. On the inside, it's a Gomez Sanchez house reserve kind of secret blend, so they don't disclose exactly what's inside of it, but what really counts is what it tastes like. So the process of smoking a cigar, we're going to go ahead and take off this little footband here.
Okay.
And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut it. And the most important thing when you cut it is you don't wanna cut too much, because if you cut too much, the whole cigar will start to unravel.
Okay.
So you really just wanna snap a little bit off the head here. This is called the cap. And what you wanna do is you wanna just take a draw. So go ahead and just kind of suck through it without it being lit, just to make sure that you have enough airflow. So do you feel air coming through?
I do.
Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut mine so I can smoke with you. And these are made in Nicaragua. And again, it's a really incredible cigar, so hopefully you enjoy it. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and do yours first.
Okay.
And what you wanna do when you light it is you wanna take your time and you wanna toast the foot. So again, we're gonna just go ahead and toast the foot. And really that's important because you wanna take your time when you're smoking it, because often people just put the cigar in their mouth and they light it right up, and it's not like a cigarette. So it's something that you want to make sure that the smoke, when it goes in your mouth, is cool.
Okay.
Because if it's overheated or it's really hot, it'll make it taste kind of bitter, and it'll be like a negative experience, which is not what you want.
Okay.
So we're just kind of taking our time, we're rotating it.
It smells really good.
Yeah, it does have a beautiful aroma. That's a nice indicator too, showing the quality of tobacco. And this company in particular uses only very high-end, very top-grade tobacco in all of their cigars. And they're triple fermented, so it means that they've really taken their time with the aging of the tobacco, which is very important in the experience too. So with this, I'm gonna get this pretty much ready for you, and then I'm gonna hand it to you, and you're gonna take a little puff, don't inhale it.
Okay.
You're gonna just kind of swish around the smoke in your mouth, and I'm gonna just give it a little light when you take a puff, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and take a little puff, don't inhale it, and I'm just gonna give it a little. And you can take your time, and you can just take, the idea again is to get a cool amount of smoke in your mouth and just not let it overheat.
Okay.
And I think, let me just touch it up a little bit for you. So you get a little bit in there and you kind of just move it around. When you start to smoke a little bit more, you can actually do something that's called a retrohale, where you bring the smoke and you blow out through your nose, but you don't have to worry about doing that right now. That's later, but it actually allows you to taste more of the flavors, because a cigar has a lot of different flavors in it. So every third basically is kind of broken down, and it should have some transition, so you should taste different things in it.
That's what I was kind of experiencing. I do taste different things, like a little bit woody at first. It's really like
Very
fresh
nice.
tasting too.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's a really tasty cigar.
Should I blow on it?
You could blow on the tip a little bit. See if it's going. That one little edge is a little stubborn.
Okay.
There we go. That should get going. And once you kind of puff on it, it'll also even out slightly. But basically, when you bring it in, it's almost like if you've ever gone wine tasting and you kind of swish the wine in your mouth, it really hits different parts of your tongue. And especially when you start to learn how to retrohale and you blow it through your nose a little bit, you're going to pick up like different nuances. You're going to get like the nutties and the woods profile. And this cigar, you're going to find a lot of different transitions as you smoke it.
Okay.
And this is a really nice size. It's a 52 by 7. And you'll find as you smoke it down, the ash itself will be very white, and it's going to have kind of a creamy profile with it. So it's a really good tasting cigar, and a nice way to kind of start out.
Let me watch you do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about the experience.
Okay. I think I'll do it right this time.
That's good. Yeah, as long as you don't inhale it, it's perfect. Yeah. Do you get some
When
different?
you switch it around, it's
Yeah.
definitely different flavors.
You pick up some of those different
Yeah,
nuances.
yeah.
And you'll notice again as you smoke it down, like after you get past about like the first third, when you start getting into the second third, you're gonna pick up, even different flavors.
Wow.
So it's kind of a nice experience again, just to try it out. What do you think so far? Do you think it's something that maybe you would see yourself doing in the future?
I can definitely see myself enjoying something like this. I mean, first of all, it's beautiful to look at, and there's so much that goes into it. It's like a really complex
Absolutely.
thing. So
It's such an art form, really, that when you get into learning about how cigars are made, there's so many components and there's so many different people that actually touch the cigar before it comes to you.
Yeah.
Something like 300 different people, from growing it in the fields to curing it in the barns to actually the fermentation and the rolling it. It's a really beautiful process. It's a piece of art. You're smoking history.
it tastes delicious. I can see why people really enjoy it. So.
Well, I couldn't let you be at a cigar event and not try your first cigar. So I'm very happy that you
Thank you
took the
so
time to do that.
much.
Yeah, thank you. And enjoy that. Take your time when you smoke it.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kim. Cheers.